After I play with Usha in the season 2, I maybe have some little bad news for you guys. And Usha was one very helpful hero to my season 1. I think everybody going to agree with this. Absolutely great multiple target hitter, also very good damage. The things in season 2 changed a little, that's why I'm making this video about the Usha, just to share my opinion. Of course, let me know in the comments below your personal opinion about the Usha, and is she relevant in the season 2 in the Dragonheir Silent Gods. Of course, I'm going to say a couple words about the Usha in the season 1. She was one of my favorite heroes, especially in the Goblin Lair. Now, in the Goblin Lair, you definitely need something like a tank or any melee damage hero that is going to get all the goblins and put them on one place, so with your multiple target hitters that don't have a whole map range to hit these goblins. Also, I was using her in the Temporal Vortex and basically many places. This hero, everybody's going to agree, is absolutely great in the season 1. Even everybody knows she's a 3-star hero, and still she was doing absolutely great damage, like a Sigrid. Sigrid is also one great 3-star hero, but Sigrid is very good in the season 2 and in the season 1, just because the synergy she is providing. Even with Usha, one of the spells of the Usha is actually hitting multiple targets in front of her and applying this frost. This is a debuff and is going to help Sigrid hitting multiple targets. And we cannot ignore the captain that she is having, is giving you 24% maximum HP in the dungeons battle. So by default, this hero was created for dungeons. Again, I would use her also in the Temporal Vortex, but still, it was very decent hero. And right now in the season 2, Usha, in my opinion, don't perform that great, and I'm going to explain why. So I start my progression in the season 2 like every normal human creature. I go for the dungeons, I go for Goblin Lair, Frost Domain, Tempest Domain, Grave of Venom, you get the idea. All the dungeons you go to get your gear, to get some experience potions, to get some crystals to level up your heroes, and so on. Also, I did something that I suggest many people should actually do, and this is go for your progress, and when you hit a rock and your team can no longer kill the enemies in your progression on the map, then just go for Goblin Lair or maybe for some domains, or maybe go for graves, just to get some gear and boost these heroes. So to be honest, I play with Usha a lot since in the season 1, as I said, she was one of my main weapons. But right now in the season 2, I see her damage to become very low. Now I don't remember what kind of gear I actually put her back in the days, but definitely this hero is not doing the damage she have to do. I mean, she was doing pretty decent damage, especially in the Goblin Lair. Now, Goblin Lair is something that everybody is going to do many times. If you want to have your hero 100, you may do a couple of Frost Domains, or maybe Tempest Domain, or Flame Domain, but you have to do a lot of Goblin Lairs to get these experience potions and level up your hero to 100. So right now for the Goblin Lair, I have Usha as a tank, even though she's not so tanky, so you have to put some HP on her just because to not die from level 90 goblins. And I go for Voresh, Karov, Sigrid, and of course my main hero that is here. This is my setup for the Goblin Lair. Of course, I don't have anything here. It's not, of course, definitely is good to put something, or at least to get some bonuses from here. But right now I'm going to make some correction in my team just to improve this and getting some extra bonuses. But still, even here the Usha is not performing that well. Back in the days when she smashed with her 2 swords, she was taking off half of the HP of the goblins. Right now she's doing like 20% damage. And I see absolutely the same with the rest of my progression. Even if I have to kill again for my progression some monsters on the way, doing some quests, or going over world bosses like Temporal Vortex, I see a little drop in her DPS. Let me know in the comments your personal experience. Do you think Usha get her DPS little low? Or maybe it's more gear related, because some gears are giving, for example, 40% attack and things like this. And definitely you can boost your heroes by a lot like this. Right now, I think Usha is maybe only better for the Goblin Lair. In the Goblin Lair, you're going to get your experience. I mean, there's other places, but the main place for experience is the Goblin Lair. And since Usha is a melee, I need again to collect all the goblins on one place to perform big damage with my main heroes. Of course, Boresh and Karf is hitting the whole target. Sigrid is hitting everything with the buff. So these three heroes right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe I have to move my head a little. Yeah, these three heroes is actually hitting a whole map. But my main hero is not actually hitting the whole map, and this is little problem. And in the same time, I'm looking for more damage. So I'm thinking maybe I have to go with all the ranges, because there is no melee that can support me that good in the Goblin Lair. If I go with all ranges that is hitting all the targets on the map, I think it's going to be way more easy for me if I just count on one tank that is hitting in front of him the monsters. So even though I level up Usha to level 90, I'm not so sure I'm going to level up her to level 100. Maybe it's related to her damage. Yeah, it's related to her damage, let's be honest. I mean, she was one of the top multiple target hitters in the season 1, but right now I see little drop, and I don't know. Again, let me know in the comments your personal opinion. But still, I'm going to use her in the Goblin Lairs just to collect all the goblins on one place, and it's going to be way more easy for my range multiple target hitters to kill the goblins faster, because you have a time. If you finish on 0 seconds, 20 or 25 seconds and 50 seconds, you're going to get better rewards, and also you're going to move in the Goblin Lair further and getting better and better rewards. So yeah, this is my personal opinion over the Usha. I start thinking she's not so relevant. I start thinking she's not so relevant in the season 2, and we're presented with the new heroes that is very strong heroes that is hitting multiple targets, very good melees, also range one. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. My personal opinion. Of course, if you enjoy Dragonheir Silent Gods, consider subscribing to this channel. I make videos every day, and see you in the next video.